Hi, I'm Chris the Counsellor, and in today's video I'm going to give an introduction to the person-centred approach to counselling. So the person-centred approach is one of many methods that a therapist might use with their clients. Every approach is very different in its philosophy and application with clients. In this video, I just want to give a very brief introduction and simple overview of the theory to help your understanding of the person-centred approach to counselling. The approach itself was founded by Carl Rogers in the 1940s and 50s in America. At the time, Rogers was working as a psychoanalytic therapist, mainly with children. However, a real turn happened when a mother of one of the clients that he was seeing asked if he ever saw adults as part of his work. Although he didn't usually, he agreed to see the mother, but worked in very different ways with her than he had done with the child clients. When Rogers saw the mother, he offered her a space to talk freely about any issues that she was facing. In return, he would offer acceptance and empathy to try and help her explore these things at more depth and to gain an understanding for himself. What he discovered from this is that it actually created a very good therapeutic environment for the client, and this changed the way that he understood therapy. This was the birth of the person-centred approach to counselling. From this point, Rogers wrote extensively about the approach and also researched into the methods that were best used in counselling. This resulted in the person-centred approach formulating as an approach to use for counselling. One of the most important factors of the person-centred theory is what's called the actualising tendency. The actualising tendency can be a little complex and sometimes hard to understand, so I've made a much longer video exploring this at depth to help you understand it more fully. However, for the purpose of this video, I just want to give you a very brief explanation of what the actualising tendency is. The actualising tendency is a tendency that Rogers believed was present in all living things. He believed that this tendency was a motivational force that moved us towards growth and enhancement of our experience. This meant that the client could be trusted in the choices that they make and the direction that they want to move in. As a result, this turned therapy on its head. Whereas before, the therapist had always been seen as the expert and the person who knew best about the client, what Rogers was proposing is that actually it's the client who is expert. They know what hurts them, they know all of their experience, and they are the best person to decide what direction the therapy goes in. As a result of this, it meant that the person-centred approach to counselling was a non-directive approach. Because of the belief in the actualising tendency, the client doesn't need to be directed or controlled, and instead just given a good environment for them to explore whatever they want to and move in the direction that they think is best. The conditions that we now know as the core conditions are the conditions that Rogers described as the best ways to provide a facilitative therapeutic environment for the clients. These three core conditions are unconditional positive regard, which might also be known as acceptance or being non-judgmental, empathy, which is about understanding the client from their point of view, and congruence, which is about the therapist being genuine or real in the therapeutic relationship. These core conditions were the only three conditions that Rogers believed we had to offer to the clients to make the therapeutic space valuable. There was nothing else that was needed. These formed the foundation of the person-centred approach to counselling. The core conditions were not a term that Rogers came up with himself. In fact, they came out of what were called the 6 necessary and sufficient conditions for therapeutic personality change. Now, I know that's a bit of a mouthful and sounds quite technical, but basically it is 6 conditions that Rogers set out, which he said were both necessary in therapy and sufficient in therapy, meaning that nothing else was needed to create therapeutic change for the client. Again, because the necessary and sufficient conditions are quite technical, I will make another video that explores these in depth. But for the time being, and to have a simple view of the person-centered approach to counselling, the core conditions are the main things that you need to remember and understand at this point. Rogers developed this theory further throughout his career and was also open to other people adapting it and changing it as they saw fit. He was the first counsellor to base his approach on research. He researched thousands of hours of recorded client sessions to work out what worked best for clients and what created the best therapeutic environment. And this is what the core conditions came out of. The therapeutic approach has also been adopted in many other areas. You may have heard of person-centered care or adaptations in social work and teaching. Although these are slightly different to person-centered counselling, they have their foundations in the person-centered approach to counselling. Rogers also used this approach in his work with group conflict resolution, and as a result was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize in 1987. The theory can sometimes be dismissed as too simplistic or needing extra conditions to be effective. I think the person-centered approach can be very easy to understand on a very basic level, but in its practice and true understanding, it is very difficult to get a full grasp of. It takes a lot of time, a lot of learning, a lot of introspection to really understand and practice these elements as best as possible. It can be a lifetime's work that never really finishes. I hope this has given you some overview of the person-centered approach to counselling. Throughout my channel and my website, I'll be looking at the theory in a lot more depth and detail, but this video is just to give a basic, simplistic overview of the main elements of the person-centered approach to counselling. If there's any questions you have or any other elements that you want to understand, then please leave a comment below. And if you haven't already, then please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching this video.